Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's it.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 50. Hey, Delta. Mike 54.
In your face.
To throw, it's Wentz. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch out.
Topper. Check. This 5-7. Five. Here, I got it.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Watch that.
To throw is Wentz. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Go. 280.
Mike's 5-4.
Great 57.
It's a run.
Here we go.
Running it.
Hey, Foxtrot. Check. Watch 54.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Charlie.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Hey, defense.
Sunday.
To try again after the sack. Wentz. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete. Jordan Lewis right there on the coverage.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard. Flat on his back. DeMarcus Lawrence. And that will force a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 47.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. You don't want to see
Now Elliott.
You don't want it.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Run.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
It's a party now. We're going to 53. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. You can't block me. You can't block me.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cobb. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 24. Check 24.
On third down, it's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Dak finding his tight end Witten, and the Cowboys have a first down.
Mike 47. Check. 47's the Mike, boys. 47. Check. 47. Bring it. Joker. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Prescott on first down.
Alert three.
That's complete to Cobb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away, as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
54 Mike.
From the 31, Wentz. Flush to his right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Sproles. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a second and 3.
You don't want no problem from me.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Silver.
Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Now Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Throwing on first is Wentz. He finds Aguilar over the middle. That throw good for 4. It's second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch 54. Hey! What? 54. Mike 54. Push him back.
Throwing his Wentz.
Push him back.
And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Wentz again. And he connects with Ertz. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Deshaun Jackson there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Staying open.
Big edge, big edge, big edge.
Slam.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And some room to roam now. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 79 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. This time they stay on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Malik Collins, his second sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Over the middle, complete. That's Jackson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Right there, 54, right there, right.
Grade 15, grade 15. Here we go.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Aguilar has it. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 31 yards, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. On 2nd down, it's Elliott looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves him in pretty good shape.
Switch. Watch the act.
We're going to 54.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Safe. Check the backer,
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You can't block me. We're going to 54. Wide in. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. So we got man. Switch it,
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Hey, 47.
47's the mic. 46 is the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Hey, here we go. 40. Mike's 40. Here we go. Kill. Exit. Check 37. Here we go. 26.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
It's easy work, and it's coming
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15.
Here we go. Go to 54. Wide in. 26.
Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So I can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Get in the weight room. Switch.
Hey, switch gears.
Shift. Here we go. 46. Slam.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Target. We're going to 53. Crunch. Deuce. 20.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Marr able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
We got this.
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Sproles. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Keep it up, guys. Hey, watch 7. 5-7. Mike, 54.
Watch the slats.
Check. Hey. High 7. Fresno.
Mike 5-4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
Come off the ball, Hart.
And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Wentz now on 1st down. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do, and think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
He's back to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here I come again.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Now Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes.
Let's go, baby.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 54.
Watch the run. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
Check. Sunday. Check hot route. Hot. Mike's 54. Long day.
Now it's Sproles.
I'm coming after you.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Shift.
kill.
Let's go. Kill. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
And once again, they go with Sproles.
Run.
Busting free at the 10. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120. 48's the mic. I know he ain't got it. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Go full strip.
Watch twist.
We're going to 54. Wide 36.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on second and 14.
Hey, check, Mike. Gun.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic.
Here comes the first throw at OT for Prescott. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. But now it's third down.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
And nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
47. Then we're going to 53. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Kill.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively.
Here we go, 47.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Here we go. Go to 54. Line.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Short. You don't want it. Pick the edge. Come. 26.
Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, what was the term that you just used a minute ago?
Well, especially in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So it's time for us to get our microscopes out, right? I mean, take a look at what's going on out there. That was very close to being a crucial play.
Yeah, got to look that ball in, didn't, and it hit the ground. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for a very important punt here in overtime. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2.
We got trips over here. Let's overload.
What can Wentz do now with his drive? He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in.
Let's go.
A huge play there in overtime. 49 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Hey, watch this.
Check 13.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Oh, you got deep?
And he'll give it here to his running back. Sproles lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And my, how the tables have turned. They had a chance inside the red zone, punch that thing in and end it. Now we're going the other way.
And it's real easy to just look at them and say, boy, what an error, what a mistake you made. But how about the defense coming up huge? There. Let's give them a little bit of credit, keeping their team in the game, because if they score a touchdown there, it's game over.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This being their second opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. The defense does its job. Now they're going to get the ball here in overtime with a chance to win it.
Major league kudos to them, because to get the ball back in this spot, everything was on them. It had to happen, and they pulled it off. They'll get it back for their offense with a chance to win.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on fourth down.
Mike's 5-4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Check 26. Check 26. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
Now Prescott on fourth down. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime.
Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Check 50. Check 50.
Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
On first down, Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short game.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike 54.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Here go 46.
Right there. 54.
On 2nd and 9. Prescott escaping the pressure right.
Baby, that's baby shot.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Completes it to Aguilar. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Alpha.
Right there, right there. 54 Mike.
I got him. I got him. Bring it.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
I got you. I got you.
And that is incomplete. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Sunday. Hey, for orbit. 54's Mike.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You're trash. You're trash. Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz.
Hey, watch the slant.
Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeMarcus Lawrence and Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check, 47. Hey, watch the slant. Watch.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They go to Elliott again. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
On third down, it's Elliott. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to win it in overtime. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This to win it in overtime. It's a fake. He's going to throw it. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. This didn't work.
Not at all. The communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person. No one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
54, watch 54. Squeeze, double.
Now wins. And he comes back with one complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They're going to run. It's Sproles. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike's 5-4.
Hey, Echo.
Mike's 5-4.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible perforance. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Lefty.
25, check 25. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
54 Mike.
Check pass. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that kind of catch is supposed to pay off with at least a first down, isn't it?
Instead, he'll just add it to his highlight reel, but they don't pick up the first.
Yeah, he gets the yardage, he gets the catch, but now they have a decision to make.
Doug Patterson keeping the offense on the field. They're going on 4th down.
5-9, 5-9.
Hey, alert 48. Alert. Hey, we gonna mic the 48 right now. Let's go. Man.
Go.
I got you.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And he connects with Ertz. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is Jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dame pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she wanted like me, cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey,
we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, while I point to God.
big numbers, 100 in a bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 in a bag,
past that, but an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a... First down.
A gain of 15. First down, Dallas.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go, night. Time to go, night. Check three. Check four. He's coming. We got double up.
This is Elliott. Fights through and now a crease. A big run that time by Elliott. 44 yards on the ground. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Hey, alert three.
Elliott running right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Check, 47. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
We'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe.
Throwing, Prescott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Empty.
Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive.
Check 31. Check 31.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Right there.
80 weapon.
Right there.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid game. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Tighten up.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Hang in there.
From the 24, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. Alshon Jeffrey. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 76 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
I got you, boy.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott wide open. Amari Cooper. There he goes, Amari Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 72 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
30. Kill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 7-7, our score after 1. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Watch 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
It's run.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
That's it, baby.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Pac-Man. 180.
I got it.
Sunday.
48's the mic. Here we go.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Here we go, G.
Mike 48. Mike 48.
I'm on it.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. And Jeffrey's got it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, Charlie.
48's Mike. 48's Mike.
Watch your shift. Run.
2nd and 5 now. Wentz steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
It's gonna be a long day, offense.
57.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
You.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. While we got a second, we remind you that the Madden Championship Series is back and better than ever. August 30th through September 1st, you can watch the top Madden competitors face off in Arlington, Texas for a total prize pool of $190K. Tune in and watch it, twitch.tv/EA Madden NFL, 2:30 p.m. Eastern, August 30th and 31st, and then 10:30 a.m. Eastern on September 1st to see if Skimbo can go back-to-back-to-back as a Madden Classic champion. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Here's Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do,
Mike 54. Get ready. Get ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You don't want no problems with me.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him. And make a catch.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
Mike 54. Coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Run.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Right there. Right there.
Throwing his Wentz. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54.
Hey, watch the ball. Two jet. Hey, zoom.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike
5'4".
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Go.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Out. 3 down.
Try to punch it in with Howard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll try again with Howard. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it out past the 30.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Undercrush.
Check nickel.
On second down, Elliott.
Go!
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's a gain of 10.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Rip left.
Final play of the half, Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing again here on second down, this time complete. The dump-off gets them 9, so now they're in much better shape for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
48, Mike, 48.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Wentz going to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Here we go.
Let's go one more.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And he's in. Front Eagles. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And an alley to run. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are back within a single score. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Alert 3, alert 3.
Again, they'll run it. Again, it Sproles. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
46 down, man. 5-4.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
To throw, it's Wentz. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Wentz. Flush to his right. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Check. Kill.
54. Mike's 54.
Great 15.
Right
Hey, wahoo.
Right there. 50.
All day, baby. All day.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
Fourth Mike. Check. What?
Go to 54. Line.
Screen. What screen?
There we go. Kill.
44 is the Mike. 44 is the Mike.
26.
Prescott on 1st down. Flushed out right. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down it goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go. Line
47. Check. 47.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy? Give me some. Give me
Twitch. Hey.
Watch twist.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points, but by the wayside on that one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Looked like they had a window to get that in there, but a good job rallying defensively.
Excellent timing, no pass interference. The hit jars it loose, and now they force them into a decision. Do you go for it on 4th down or kick the field goal?
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do the Darren Sproles, the 30, past the 20, touchdown, Philadelphia. Darren Sproles, 75 yards, and the Eagles able to push further out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Go! About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll run it with Sproles. He'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Randy, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established himself.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive.
And the pressure gets to him again. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Corky, 82, Corky.
Right there, 54, right there, 50.
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position.
There we go. There we go. Kill.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
46. 47, Mike. 46.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Rodney McLeod that time able to knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Pass on target. Prescott to Cooper. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air again, Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Zach Brown coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
I'm coming after you.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half.
It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milkers burning my dome like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love in my city. Gangs ain't hippies. Women like Nicky know what I'm about. I'm not the stereotypes. They do not fit me. I'm bigger than life. Gave everyone jaws. I'm not a guard. Go hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part, but them LeBron. Wings of the team. I feel Jackson and hard. The homie calling from walking toward the top. Take it higher, that's a God. Man, I'm a heart, no, I give it all I got. Wanna walk, talk the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always winning, never lost. GPS, I never lost. GPS, I never lost. Who do it better than me, yeah? Vision on 2020, yeah. VVS, Liberty, yeah. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice, taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they taking notice. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy. The 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Wait, 80!
Sick as the mic.
All day, baby, all day. Check 37, check 30.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Switch.
On second down now. It's Coleman.
Get there.
He finds an opening past the 40. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2.